Hey guys, welcome back, and like I said in the update video, there's a chunk of visuals I'm missing, and all I can do is abridge it with screenshots. So here we go. The last thing that happened, I was having dinner on the roof with Rin and Emmy. Then I headed downstairs, went to the library to return some books, met Hanako there, took some books out and headed back to my dorm. And then I read Alice in Wonderland, and then related it to my life in some deepened, sophisticated way. How I'm heading down turmoil down there, blah blah blah. Anyway, yes, back to the real thing. The students roll into class for Saturday morning session, each and every one of them sporting the tie-dyes of people that have worked through the night. With only a day left to prepare, I suppose it's not too surprising. Thankfully, we only have to suffer through the classes until the lunch break, and then our time is our own. Mutoro lurches into the class in a tired stagger. I suppose students aren't the only people here that are enjoying their late Friday nights. Without saying a word, he scrawls some page and question numbers on the board and slumps down at his desk. It's completely atypical behaviour for him, but it appears that no one in the class is going to call him out on it. Wordlessly, the students shuffle the textbooks into position and get to work, not wanting to break the trend. I do the same. Fatigue has made the class antisocial. Not a peep is heard among the ruffling papers. That can partly be attributed to the two empty seats beside me. For some reason, Misha and Suzune aren't present, probably doing council work for the festival. It's very quiet without Misha present. I wonder if she was born as rowdy as she is, or if she is making up for Shizune's lack of a voice. Nakai, can I speak with you for a moment? I'm so engrossed in thinking about Misha that I don't even notice Muto approaching my desk. Sure, what's this about? It's probably better if we speak outside the classroom. Something about this doesn't sound too good, but I stand up and follow him out into the hallway. Muto stands in the hallway, scratching his head as he works out what he is trying to say. Not knowing what's going on, I wait silently. I heard from the school's head nurse that you had an incident the other day. Ah, so it's about that. Oh yeah, as a recap because it's been a while. Yeah, I had an accident outside from running too much. Kind of fatigued me and had a heart palpitation. Well, kind of, but it's not anything to be worried about. Yes it is. Anything that can endanger your health is something to be worried about. We try our best here to prepare you for life here. Part of that involves knowing your limits and how to work around them. It would be remiss of me if I didn't speak up about this. Alright, I get it, I'm sorry. Muto closes his eyes in frustration, and I realise that this probably wasn't the best thing to say. Something tells me that you're not sorry. Pretend as much as you want, but this isn't a normal school. A lot of people have put in a lot of time, effort and money to make sure that you and every other student here can have the same level of education as your peers. For you to abuse that by throwing out advice, especially medical advice, is plain selfish. I'm not quite sure if this was actually how he feels, or if it is some act that he's practicing many times to guilt-trip students into doing the right thing. Either way, it's working. I understand. This is all new to me, and I apologize. I know my limits now, and I'll be sticking to them. Mutoro appears to lighten up a little, satisfied that his message has been received. So then, on to my next question. How are you finding your studies? I understand that you were laid up for a while. We're not too far ahead, are we? I don't really think so. I tried to keep up when I was in the hospital, so it hasn't been too hard. Mutoe taps his chin and raises an eyebrow as he absorbs this information. Is that so? I suppose there are still students out there that realise the importance of learning. I wouldn't go that far. I was only trying to keep myself occupied while in my little life support prison. Well yeah, you've got to keep up with these things, right? That's exactly it. One wrong move in this world and you're left behind, right? Right. Wouldn't want that to happen. No, you wouldn't. Every week there's a new scientific discovery. Most of them mean nothing to the layperson, but any one of them could be the key to the next big thing. I'll keep that in mind. It's obvious that Muto's serious talk is over, and he's gone back into his standard, slightly scatterbrained approach to life. I think in hindsight that I prefer him this way. He's slightly more predictable in his unpredictability. Well then, I think that's all I really had to say. Let's get back inside, shall we? My relief at that suggestion is unsurmountable. Sure, you're the boss, right? Muto pauses for a moment. I don't think any of my students have ever said that to me before. For an instant, I consider replying to this, but something deep within me tells me to shut my mouth and get back into the classroom. A few of the students jump at the sound of the door, rapidly trying to pretend that they were working on the questions on the board. Some don't even bother, their heads slumped on the desk as they nap. Thankfully, it would appear that Muto does not even notice them. He returns to his desk and retrieves a scientific journal from one of the drawers. I guess I got to him there. The class returns to the near silence that Muto and I left it before our chat. Mixed feelings of tiredness and anticipation buzz around the room. Everyone here is either waiting for a chance to rest, or the chance to get their last-minute preparations underway. The clock on the wall slowly ticks the remaining class time away, until finally the bell cries out, ending the torment. Before you all leave, I expect the answers for those problems by Monday. The class sighs as one, instantly regretting slacking off, but still acutely aware of the more pressing issue at hand. The classroom empties in a blink as everyone rushes to their last-minute festival preparations. I stay behind to try quickly finish the questions so I don't have to bother with it over the rest of the weekend, with the festival and all tomorrow. Apart from me, Hanako is the only one left, obviously waiting for Lily. It's weird that Lily comes all the way to our classroom to her pickup. I expect that moving around is at least nominally hard for her, more for her than it is for Hanako. But it's none of my business, and I naturally don't ask about it from Hanako. Despite the relative proximity of our seats, neither tries to strike up conversation about that or anything else either, so an oppressive silence falls upon the classroom. Time passes in the silence. It's probably just 15 minutes or so, but it feels longer. I turn pages from my notebook. Hanako turns pages of the novel she's reading. My pencil splinters against the paper just when I was about to finish the paragraph. The sound of my irritated sigh and subsequent fumbling around for the sharpener feel like they're breaking the mood in the classroom. Hanako keeps her eyes firmly away from my direction. Before long, Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. Hanako? Her name is all it takes to make Hanako jump up from her desk and run to Lily. Aww. They talk quietly for a moment, but it isn't long before Lily leaves down the hall and Hanako idles back into the classroom, taking a seat once again. Wait, she didn't go with her? I watch Hanako out the corner of my eye out of sheer curiosity at the idea that the two would be separated. For a couple of minutes, she does nothing but sit with her chin in her hand, staring at the desk dejectedly. The boredom evidently becomes too much for her though, her slender frame reaching into a bag and pulling out a small book. Come to think of it, that isn't the one I saw her reading at the library. She must be quite a fast reader to get through them at this rate. After about 10 minutes of restlessly shuffling in her seat and trying to read, Hanako closes the book and leaves too. As should I, since the assignment is all but finished and there is nothing else to do in the classroom. Not that I have anything to do anywhere else either. The school is a beehive of activity, but nobody pays me any heed. I saunter past the classrooms, filled with students frantically doing this and that, buzzing around like little worker bees. you wouldn't guess the school day's over. It's a bit quieter outside, but not by much. People zip by left and right, hurrying as quick as they can, busy and energetic. I feel the opposite. The midday sun seems to be draining all the spirit out of my body, making it feel limp all over. Warm, soft air flows inside my shirt, feeling like a cushion. I yawn lazily, thinking about what I do. I'll drop off my books at the dorm first, and then something I haven't decided yet. Maybe Kenji's in his room. Why am I excited about that? Kenji's weird. On the way to the dorms, I spot Emmy coming my way. Despite not having those weird running prosthetics on, I wave at her and she skids it to a stop. Yo, Hisao! Spatters of white and green paint adorn her nose and chin respectively, but her smile is wide, as it seems it always is. Oh, she's got paint all over her. Oh my gosh! She leans in closer to me, amplifying the feeling that she's examining me. What you doing? Nothing really. I don't have anything to do for the festival, and everyone seems to be doing something important. That's perfect! You can help me and Rin! Oh, she's doing the painting, isn't she? With the festival preparations? I'm not sure if I would be much help. That's fine. I'm not much help either. Oh, she's so cute! Amy grabs my wrist and starts dragging me back inside the school quite forcefully. Even her walking speed is more like jogging, making me stumble, simply trying to keep up. Oh my gosh, that's... oh! I wonder if I chose a different decision if I went away with Hanako and Lily. But yes, that's speculation. Someone probably knows the answer, but not I. I think I'll end this here for now. Thanks for watching and goodbye.